testing my original microphone. We're bringing back on things that made us great. Bring back greatness again. Anyway, I haven't really calibrated the mic, so hopefully y'all can hear me. So guys, let me know if you guys can hear me. Shout out to Sunstorm, Vanessa, Kim, Delia, Liz Cantu, Zin, Vanessa Martinez, Isabel Martinez, Ophelia Painter, Leanne Albert, Kim Rains, and everybody else that's watching right now. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to play the original music that we started for Hablando al Chile. We've had that music for quite a long time, and I think it's time to sometimes bring some of those things that made us great again. So shout out to Rosie Reyes. I see her on here as well. So I just want to thank everybody, guys, for coming on here. So guys, there's been a lot of things in my mind that I've kind of wanted to address, but I just never really found the time to kind of address these type of things, and so I just wanted to maybe talk about them briefly and talk about some of the things that I want to accomplish, and also most importantly that will, that involves the page and everything. So why don't we talk about a couple of those things? And if you guys have any questions, you guys are more than free to ask your questions, and of course we'll go. I'll try to answer as many that I can. So guys, as far as what I've said the other day, as far as like moving on, I mean that's definitely something that I've done and that I'm doing. So because I'm addressing certain things, it doesn't mean that I'm going back to the things that were, but I just wanted to kind of get this off my chest, just because it's been in the back of my mind for a while. So I definitely wanted to talk about some of those things. Shout out to Margie Bassett. Good to see you on here, Margie. So anyway, guys, I wrote a couple things down, and I kind of just wanted to have couple of things that I wanted to address and kind of go in order here. So how do we end up here, guys? How do we end up here in this whole, I guess if you want to call it the Cheesemeverse? How do we end up in the Cheesemeverse, guys? So and this is something that I kind of talked about the other day. It was kind of like a super long explanation. So I kind of will just touch about it briefly. Okay, so guys, as everybody knows, this page started originally by talking about somebody who we know as Bronzo Cheeseman, right? Erasmo Castro. That's really how the page started, because he goes by Bronzo Cheeseman. And actually, it's funny, guys. Everything kind of like goes in. Guys, I swear to you, like, things happen. And it's like, things happen for a reason. Like, I kid you not, guys. So, for those that have been here quite a long time with guys, we're talking about 7 or 8 years. Oh, shout out to Debbie Aguilar. Good to see you, Debbie. Debbie, good to see you. Thank you very much. And Emily as well. So, guys, the page started because there was a guy that ran for political office 7, 8, 9 times. His name's Erasmo Castro, a.k.a. Bronzo Cheeseman. That's how the page started. Like I said, I'm not going to give you the full rundown, but originally he started running for the mayor of Brownsville, which is the city that I grew up in. And if everybody knows, I grew up in Brownsville. My heart is in Brownsville. And even though, I've lived in Houston as much as I lived in Brownsville, Brownsville's always going to be my home. Home is where the heart is. So the Brownsville is always going to be, a place that I cherish dearly. The Rio Grande Valley, the Rio Grande Republic. So, and it's funny that I bring this up, guys, because Erasmo Castro is actually, believe it or not, for those that are kind of, kind of getting the whole scoop of how the page started. Well, he's actually running for mayor of Brownsville again. So it's kind of funny, you know, 8 years. How much? So officially, it's been 7, 8 years now. So if you kind of think about it, we're gonna be in 2023, and I kind of started going full throttle in 2015. So even though the page started more or less in 2014, so if you guys think about it, it's gonna be the year 2023, and that's 9 years. Shout out to Patricia Montes. So guys, everything has a loop. Like everything kind of has a reason. So it's kind of funny. He's actually running for the city, for the mayor of the city of Brownsville. So that's pretty funny, guys. Now, of course, things that I've posted, they're still posted. Anything that I've said about him has been said and done, and all that's in the archives of the No More Cheeseman website. And if you guys go far enough, you might be able to find some information on the Facebook page as well. But most of all that stuff that I used to write is on the No More Cheeseman website. You can look that up. And like I said, I'm not gonna go in details, but that's how we started. Now, moving forward, guys, and the reason kind of why the majority of people are here now, and we all kind of came together, like pretty much everybody that kind of started in, like Rosie Ray started in November 2019, a couple of other people 2 years ago, but we all kind of came together because we all know Vanessa Tejerina, who at the time, obviously, I kind of started saying things about her, but only because I kind of put my opinion out there about her, and everybody knows what happened afterwards. So and then that kind of went on for 2 years, give or take. And but a lot of people, we there's this online community that formed because people kind of wanted to voice their opinion about Vanessa, right? Because obviously, as everybody knows, she doesn't like criticism of the things that she says. So that's really where we all like. That's really why majority of the people that are watching, and not just my page, guys, the majority of the people that are watching these other platforms that are out there really kind of started because of Vanessa. We can kind of thank Vanessa for that, and I'll give credit where credit's due. If it wasn't for Vanessa, I wouldn't have met a lot of you guys. I met a lot of great people, throughout the years, and the majority of you guys that are on here, if it wasn't for Vanessa, then we would not know each other online. We would not have an online show, and a lot of these other platforms would not have a show either. So even though I voiced my opinion very harshly of Vanessa throughout all this time, we do have to thank Vanessa for, and not just myself, but other platforms out there. Shout out to Sam Gardner. Good to see you, Sam. Good to see you on here. But anyway, but yeah, we have to thank Vanessa for whether it was good or bad. The majority of the people that watches, and like I said, I'm not just for me, but there's 4 or 5 other pages out there that if it wasn't for Vanessa, nobody really would have any viewers, right? So why do we give credit where credit's due? That's really where the majority of the people kind of came together to kind of voice their opinion of Vanessa and the things that she was doing. And she did a lot of things during the time that she was running for political office. And she would kind of make it seem like she was challenging people. And that's kind of like why I took it as a challenge to kind of, criticize her publicly and harshly. Because, she challenged people. And at the time, maybe not so much now, but at the time, I was very opinionated. And I still have opinions, but now I think I'm more reserved now. I think I think now I kind of have grown that particular time period. But I mean, we all know, and guys, Yvette Zapata says, Frank, is it still cold over there in Houston? Yeah, it's still cold. It's like 50 degrees right now. And but whether we can all agree, guys, and this goes for all the other platforms. And I'm not gonna say any names because then they're gonna say things about me. But all the other platforms, guys, that kind of stem from this rivalry, if you want to call it, stem from the No More Cheeseman page. You know, it really did stem from there, and a lot of people started kind of taking sides, I guess, if you want to call it. But that's kind of really how all these other platforms, including the No More Cheeseman, had got to a lot of viewers and followers or whatever you want to call it. But and then and that went on for 2 years. That went on for 2 years, and everybody knows all the things that I criticized Vanessa for the way that she treated her children, to the substance abuse, to the the times that she got arrested. I mean, it was really like a never ending story, guys. Like, oh, plus all the time, all the time we would kind of criticize her for court, and and that went on for 2 years, guys. That went on for 2 years, and then of course there was that incident last year when one of the people that kind of you know I guess took the right moment to kind of to do me wrong, you know, which is the other person from River. Like I said, I'm not gonna mention any names, but we all know who that person is, and that person did, you know, not just me wrong, but my wife, and things have been said about my wife, about me, about my kids, and the list goes on and on and on and on, and it was really like nonstop, and in the beginning I kind of held back and didn't really say much because I was because I was in vacation at the time, and then it's like I got to a point like, what, I said, fuck it, like, you're gonna say stupid things, then I'm gonna expose these things about you and blah blah blah. And that kind of went back and forth, for till early this year, till February, you know. And then in February, there was that incident where that person came to my house, because for who knows what reason. I don't know why they came to my house, and I mean, everybody that has a logical rationale in their thinking is gonna know that they had no place coming to my house to begin with, especially after talking about me, talking about my wife, talking about my family. What business did they have coming to my house? They had no business coming to my house. After all the things that they would say about me. Um, what explanation is there? I mean, there was no other logical explanation other than the fact that they wanted to, stir things up in my neighborhood and maybe trying to get me arrested, because I've not been arrested. I've kind of, even though I've kind of said stupid things here and there, but I've never really ever crossed that line. And of course, once that happened, I kind of thought to myself, like, wow, like, this is pretty messed up. This is pretty messed up that that this person came all the way to my house to start things up, and we don't know what really could have happened, guys. When you're in the heat of the moment, like in a situation like that, things can go horribly wrong. I mean, luckily, for both parties, and I really do mean it, but luckily for both parties, nothing other than the fact that I had to defend myself But other than that, guys, I mean, nothing else happened. Nothing else happened, and there could have been more violence that could have occurred because when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't think like you're just running on adrenaline, and you have a kind of like a fight or flight response that your body kind of has, and sometimes decisions that you make like this can go horribly wrong. So but fortunately nothing happened. Like I'm still here, and that other party's still over there, but things could have gone horribly wrong that day, and you know and I thought to myself, like, wow, like shit, you know I didn't think I didn't think it could have gotten that bad, but I guess things got bad. This online feuding. This was at the end of February, right? Is online feuding is online feuding worth this much drama? I mean, and at that time, I was like, damn, like, what am I? What the fuck am I getting into? Like, do I want to continue? Do I want to continue? You know, feuding with a person that's not worth my time. Like the person that I was feuding, with. I mean, they have nothing to lose, guys. I mean, think about it. They have nothing to lose. So why is there any other reason they would have came to my house? So you know, so at that time, guys, I told everybody. Yeah, well, I told my wife, like, what, like, yeah, enough is enough, and let's try to move forward. So that's the time that I said to everybody, hey guys, I'm gonna become the butterfly, whatever. And that was just a figurative form of speech. Obviously, I'm not transforming into a physical butterfly or anything like that, but but that's when I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna try to do things right. I'm gonna try to focus on myself. I'm not gonna talk about that person anymore, and just like not necessarily have bygones be bygones, but just okay, like yeah, like enough is enough. Because guys, after that incident, I wouldn't say I was like traumatized. It's not like I was like, oh shit, like, but I just really thought to myself, like, this online feud is not worth it. Like, and this was back in February. Now, this is where I'm gonna move forward, guys, and I know some people may not agree with this, but for me, I really wanted to let that go in the aspect of what, yeah, like okay, we could talk about other things, and this was in the end of February, and then of course, you know Jaime came along and we talked, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna stick up for the people and this and that, and and guys, and everybody remembers this, and I don't need to make up things that are not true, but Jaime and we talked in person, and I told him, hey, dude, like, if you want to do this, you know, just prepare yourself into what you're getting into, because sometimes you get sucked into these type of online drama, and guys, online drama is very, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's negative. Like, let's be honest, it's negative. Online drama is hard to kind of repel because people love online drama, and I told him, hey, like, dude, if you're gonna go towards this online drama, like, it's gonna be very hard to get out of. But I'll support you in what I can. So at that time, guys, it's not like, I know people. I know there's been mentioned of, well, I was hiding and I was using somebody's page. Like, there's been mention that I was using Jaime's page because I wasn't mentioning it on my page. You know, that was never the truth, guys. Really, I was an admin of his page, and I helped him in the beginning with just get everything in order with the page, and helped him in his um, with his YouTube, and that was really my contribution. But as far as like feuding with that person from Raymondville, I didn't need to use anybody's page to feud with anybody. Like I've always made it very known that I don't need any other page to hide when I can use my page. And if I use Jaime's page, I may have made like 2 or 3 posts, 4 or 5, maybe at the most. Like honestly, no more than 5 posts, if at that. But anytime I needed to address that person from Raymondville, I did it from my page. Like if you guys remember, the 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 TV thing that I was doing, I didn't do that on any other page. I did that through my page. I didn't need to make any other page to do the online TV thing. I did it through my page. I didn't need to hide, and of course, I would always kind of add criticism to the videos and stuff, and I didn't need to use any other page to do so. I did it through my own page, and but I just wanted to make that clear because people are gonna say, well, because I was hiding. I never had to hide from anybody, guys. I never hid from anybody. I never had to use a fake profile. I never had to use a fake page. I only had one page, guys, Frank Marr, and the No More Cheeseman page. The No More Cheeseman page is only has one admin, and which is me, Frank Marr. And of course, guys, towards the end, posting all those videos or other content affected my page, because what happened is some content got reported, my account got taken down, and the way the page is set up, that you can have your main account get taken down, but if you don't have any other admins, then the page is basically just there. It's in limbo. You can't post anything to it because there's no admin. And that really sucked, guys. Like honestly, I won't say like I was like crying, but I was kind of like pissed off because I told y'all, like, and actually my wife would tell me, Frank, like, like it's funny. Actually, my wife would tell me, Francisco, vas a perder la página, vas a perder la página. Usa otra cuenta, whatever. Like, and I would tell my wife, I don't need to make another account. But literally, my wife would tell me, my wife would say, ¿por qué no usas otra cuenta? And I would say, no necesito otra cuenta. So anyway, then my account got disabled, like literally got taken down. Frank Marr did not exist anymore. So that was for like 49 days. So if you guys noticed, there was no content anymore and no more Cheese Man on Facebook. So that kind of sucked, right? But but um but towards the end, guys, I was able to get my account back, but then there was the whole incident about people going to jail, right? People going to jail, people getting hurt, people's stuff getting vandalized, people's cars, especially Hyden's car getting vandalized and stuff. I was just, guys, any logical person, at least in my thinking, guys, um, is it at that particular point, guys, it really got to a point is like, well, damn, like this is pretty serious. Like people are going to jail, and that and the thing is, it's not people are going to jail, is that people are getting hurt, over it. Like, and that's the thing. Like people go to jail quite often, but people are getting hurt. So it's like, at what point do people realize is like shit, like people are getting hurt, and my family's getting infected, and at some point, like, you have to wake up, and maybe I didn't wake up until that particular time. It wasn't because I was worried about going to jail or anything like that. It's just that like you start thinking like, well, man, like people are getting hurt, and you know, people are trying to find out my mother in law's address, and people want to find out what my mom's up to, and people want to find out what my brother's up to. People want to find out what my sister in law's up to, and my dad and cousins. Like I mean, things got pretty bad, guys. Like there's a lot of things that maybe I've not shared with y'all, and I would love to explain certain things that happened this year that I can't tell you right now. But believe me, guys, it really did get pretty bad where, you know, my wife and I know certain things that happened, and I may have told like maybe one or two other people, you know, besides my family, of course. But I mean, things got really bad, guys, that are really affected, like, my our family's well being. And so, you know, I started thinking of all these things all together, and I was like, you know what, like, man, like this is it's gotten pretty out of hand. So, at what point? At what point do we say enough is enough? You know. So for me, at that particular point, that was kind of like the wake up call. You know, I kind of figured like man, like this is really gotten out of hand. So what can we do to kind of leave all that behind? And at least for me, I just the best thing to do is not do anything. You know, that was really the best thing. Sometimes the best thing to do is not do anything. You know, so I kind of decided that was the best thing to do is leave things as is. And you know, also a small factor, and I'm not gonna say that it didn't have anything to do. Um, it didn't have it. I won't say that I didn't have anything to do with it, but you know, there were certain people in a group, like in a chat group that we were in, and I'm not gonna say any names, but for everybody that was on there, like they kind of know, like I don't need to make this stuff up. I mean, all that's documented, all that's in history. There's chat logs to all this stuff. There was just some things that I didn't like that were said about me, and these are some of the people that I used to talk to quite often. So it's kind of like, you know, why why would I want to go back to that? You know, like I said, I don't have to, you know, say what was said or who said it, but there were just some things that were said about me, um, that I don't like, and you know, I just figure, you know, like I don't need to be I don't need to be a part of that anymore. So that kind of also influenced my decision to kind of leave everything behind. You know, for people that are saying, um, if I'm sick, yes, guys, I'm actually been sick for a couple of days now, but I'm doing a lot better. So hopefully I'll get better. But but um, I did want to address just a couple things. You know, I know Jaime said that we're in good terms, like, and I don't want people to misconstrue good terms, because I guess good terms to some people mean a certain thing, and good terms to certain people may mean something else. As far as Jaime and I, guys, I mean, I don't know if we're in good terms. Like, I mean, I don't have anything against him. I guess if you want to call it that. I don't have anything against him. He has said some things that I haven't appreciated. Um, and I don't need to. I don't need to kind of make video after video to kind of like, oh, I'm gonna address this and I'm gonna address that. But there has been things that have been said on his part that I haven't appreciated. Um, so you know, I guess I could say that. I'm not attacking anybody. Um, do does do Jaime and I talk? I mean, we don't really talk per se. I mean, he sent me a couple messages, and I kind of respond here and there, and that's as far as much as communication that I have with him. Like, I don't talk to him, um, but I wouldn't say like we're enemies because we're not. So 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 just for him to say, "Oh, I'm okay with the things that he says," like, no, there's some things that I have not appreciated, you know. So I just want to put that out there. There have been things that have been said that I've not appreciated, but to each of their own. I'm not here to fight anybody. I'm not here to make rebuttals and make 2 hour long videos about, oh, Jaime said this about me, and I'm gonna need to address this. So I don't need to do that. But I will say, like, um but I will say that there were some things that have been said that I've not appreciated. So I'll just keep it like that. Like I said, guys, I'm not here to um go back to all the drama because all that's behind me. Um, I still would like to say that I do wish Jaime the best, like whatever he's doing. So, so there's that, you know. Oh, also, um, I do want to make that clear. Also, I don't have nudes of nobody, so I want to put that out there as well. Um, I don't have nudes of nobody, so if anybody's saying, "Oh, Frank has my nudes" or whatever, that's not true. Um, so I just want to, just make that clear. Like, I'm not here to, spy on anybody. I'm not here to backstab anybody. I'm not here to, release any chat logs and say, "Hey guys, look, like this is really what was said in that chat," and like, all that is, whatever was said in those chats were said in those chats. Like I said, there were some things that I didn't like that were said about me, and that was it. So, end of story. Um, so I kind of just wanted to, you know, um, put that out there. Now, another thing that has been said, someone has said that something about accountability. So, like, if I take accountability to whatever I did with Vanessa or whatever. So guys, everybody knows that Vanessa and I, we had this online feud for like 2 years. You know, there's things that I said that there was things that I did or things that I said, and you know they were said. That were there any times that maybe I might have gone overboard? Maybe, like, there's small handful of times that there was a small handful of times that maybe I might have said something I probably really should have said, but that's on the past, guys. I'm not here to apologize and say, oh, like, forgive me, and what, like, it's in the past. Like, I just want to make it clear, guys, that the whole Vanessa stuff, guys, like, that's in the past. There's some other platforms out there that that wanna, they keep kind of bringing her up, I guess. That's and whatever they decide to do, that's their business. Like, I don't personally care. Like, if other platforms pick up on what I used to do, or if they say certain things, like, that's on them. Like let those other platforms deal with that whole online drama. Because I mean, the whole Vanessa drama was a lot of drama. The whole other lady from Riverville was a lot of drama. You know, so let them deal with the drama. I'm not anybody's keeper. I'm team No More Cheeseman and the people that support me. Okay, so somebody said, did Jesse or Fernando file a report? Guys, I don't know if any of those people filed a report on me. I don't know anything about that. The only thing I know is I'm good. I'm doing well, and I'm continuing to build on the things that I've started to do. So, like I said, guys, there's people out there that want to bring me back into this drama. And guys, just because I kind of address this, I'm not attacking nobody. I haven't said anything negative about anybody. So nobody can turn around and say, "Oh, well, Frank is saying this." Like, guys, al Chile. Margie Bassett says, Frank, Jaime said that Frank is okay. Guys, I'm not okay with anybody talking negative about me. All right? So I'm just putting it out there. Like, if somebody says anything about me that's negative, obviously I'm not going to be okay with it. I'm not going to appreciate that. But I'm not going to be making videos all the time or making posts all the time when somebody says something negative about me or something that I don't appreciate. That's why I wanted to just make live tonight and kind of, just kind of address all those things at once, So are Jaime and I cool? I mean, we're not cool in the way that we used to. Let's just put it that much. We still like talk every now and then, like very seldom. Like if he has any questions, I don't owe him anything, and he doesn't owe me anything. So if he asks me a question, which he has like on occasion, I don't have to hide from him and say, "Oh, well, So I guess if you want to put it that way, it's, yeah, he said some things that I don't appreciate. We're not like exactly cool. We don't maybe see eye to eye, but if he has a question, a legitimate question, then I'll answer. So let's just put it that way, Margie. So that's as much as I could say about that. So, we're not like buddies or, I'm not, obviously I'm not calling his show as I used to, but if he has a question, I answer. But, obviously, there's things that I did not like. So let's just put it that way. Anyway, so, but I wish him the best. If there's something good that he's doing, more power to that, right? So let's just talk about something else. Anyway, so guys, I wanted to just make this video, address a couple of things that people have kind of mentioned to me in the last couple weeks. Whatever I've said in the past, guys, if there was something that I said to somebody that hurt somebody's feelings, like, I'm sorry. I guess if you want to say that, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but I'm not sorry that I said it, because what was said in the past was in the past. All right. If somebody cried, pues, there was probably something that you did that maybe say something or do something that made somebody cry. And if I did, I'm sorry. But there's probably a reason that I probably did something. But at the end of the day, we're already a couple of days away from the year 2023. For me, there's no reason to rebuttal everybody that has something negative to say about me. Like, there's all these fake profiles that I see that people screenshot and ask me, Frank, is that you? Is that you saying this? Guys, Al Chile, like yesterday, there was like 4 or 5 people that messaged me. They're like, Frank, is that you on Gloria's show? Guys, I don't have I don't have any time to create a fake profile and then like involve myself in any drama. Like the drama, guys, it's done. It's over. I'm moving on, and I moved on. And 2023 is gonna be a bigger and better year. You know, it's gonna have its own challenges. So for me, I just wanted to make this video. Shelly Rodriguez says, Frank, are we still friends? Yeah, we're friends. Pórtate bien. But anyway, but I'm cool with everybody, guys. I'm cool with everybody. You know, I don't have any fake profiles. Uh, I'm not. Oh, I think somebody. Let me check my message. Somebody said something. Oh, somebody used my name and said I'm gonna be going live at midnight to talk about I don't know what situation. Guys, I don't know what's going on out there. You know, in the achievement world. You know, some people send me some things, and I try to kind of, you know, even though I'm not involving myself any further with any online drama, but you know, people kind of, you know, have online guys. We all have fucking online fairs, okay? That's never gonna go away. All right, we're all gonna be involving ourselves with chismes. We're all gonna always have that one online fairy that's always gonna say, "Hey, did you hear about this?" or "Do you know about this?" So that's not gonna go away, guys. Like people are gonna tell me things, and you know sometimes it gets to the best of you. You want to know what it is, but I'm not commentating on anybody's page. I'm not, you know, involving myself, making fake profiles about anything. You know, whatever drama is going out there, you know, that's their watch. Like I have nothing to add to anybody's online drama. So if you guys, if you see a fake Frank Mar involving themselves in drama, 99.999999999 chance that it's a fake Frank Mar, because I'm being honest, guys. Like anything that I needed to address, it's in this video, you know. And I haven't attacked anybody. I haven't talked bad about anybody. And but there's I'm not using a fake Frank. Like why would I use a fake Frank Mar account to talk about someone? I could just use my account. But you know I don't have to do that because I'll use my account. But anyway, so guys, moving forward. Otherwise, how long have I been live now? 45 minutes. Okay, that 45 minutes. Um, talking about whatever happened in the past is in the past. So, guys, why don't we talk about moving forward? So, moving forward, guys. Well, I want to tell you all the good things that I've accomplished this year, and you know there was a couple of setbacks, of course. Um, when the year started, guys, I really set my mind into accomplishing a lot of things, and and uh, and one of those things before the year started, um, before the year started, there was gonna be three things that were gonna happen. I don't know. I just kind of felt. Isabel Martinez, we'll open up the we'll open up the phone lines next time around. I don't have all my stuff set up right now, but we will open up the lines next time. Plus, my nose gets stuffy when I talk. But anyway, but I told myself three things were gonna happen, guys, and I didn't know what those things were gonna be. Um, uh, so one of them is Toto died, the cat, and that was in the beginning of the year. Toto was 14 years old. Everybody knows My family and I, we used to have a gray tuxedo cat named Toto, and Toto was the for a while he was actually the mascot of the page. Before we actually got the pig, we had the cat, which was Toto. That was actually a basis of why we had the cat on the first No More Cheeseman page that got taken down. So Toto the cat died. That was like one major thing. Um, that was one major thing that I knew that I kind of felt was gonna happen. The second major hurdle, and honestly, guys, I'm not gonna. This was probably what hit the most. Is Molly. Molly was and I just don't know like I think Molly was probably the hardest thing that I had to deal this year. It really was, and just talking about Molly gets me all sad because we all love Molly, and a lot of you guys love Molly, and even though you guys didn't meet Molly, but Molly made us fall in love with a dog again, because I didn't think I could have another dog, and and that was pretty hard, guys. It really was. I mean, even now talking about it gets me teary eyed, but 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 we all love Molly, guys. We miss Molly all the time. Like every time that we go on vacation, my wife and I we always bring up what Molly would be doing. Like for example, when we went to my mom's house just recently, she was like, Molly would be here playing outside, and it really hurt me a lot, guys. I cried, I cried for like, I don't know how, like, even now, guys, like I'm gonna be honest, guys, even every now and then I cry, like, I'm not gonna cry on the camera, right? But there's sometimes at night that I cry, like, because I loved her a lot, and my kids, we all love the dog. So it hurts, guys. It really does. I really miss Molly, and I miss her every day. And uh and and my wife made me this. This was after she passed away. So but yeah, Molly was something that was unexpected. I mean, she was not sick. I mean, she was only 1 year old, and she had a lot of life to live. I mean, it's not like she had like she, she wasn't old. She didn't get a disease, but she didn't know what it was like to she didn't know what it was like to be outside because she was a inside dog. So when she got outside, she didn't know any better. She was just playing, and a car hit her. So where that's the part that hurts the most is like, you know, and she didn't have puppies. She didn't have puppies, and maybe it would help a little bit if maybe she had a puppy, like her offspring. So that's something that we're always just gonna carry inside ourselves. Like that was that was very hard. So and there was people out there saying all sorts of horrible things about the dog, like that it killed my dog or something like that. Guys, like Molly meant so much to us, and that's something that we would never ever do to our own dog. You know, so but so that was pretty tough, guys. That was pretty tough, and but but besides that, guys, good things happened this year, guys. Good things have happened this year. Um, Um, well, first and foremost, guys, I bought the house for the family, and that was a big decision. That was a major challenge that I didn't know. I don't know if we're gonna get her or not. And Kim Rains, she worked with me, and even though she was not my main realtor, but she helped us with giving us some good opinion about the house that we were gonna buy, the one that had the pool. She's like, Frank, don't buy the house. And that was, honestly, that was a big decision on why we didn't get the house. I felt like I had put my mind, already said that I was gonna buy the house with the pool, you know. And Kim Raines looked at that inspection report, and she's like, Frank, like, I see too many red flags. Don't buy the house. Don't do it. There's gonna be other houses out there, and I really, obviously I wanted the pool. I also had a little mini bar as well, but we love the pool, and of course it was in a good location, and but Kim, and even though Kim Raines wasn't our main realtor, but she took the time, and she told us, don't do it, Frank. Obviously it's your money, but there's other houses, they're gonna be better out there. So big shout out to Kim Raines, and we made it happen, and we bought the house that we're in now, and we haven't been happier with the decision, and she's like, you should do it right now because the interest rates are going higher, higher and higher. And guys, right now I don't even know what the interest is. What's the current interest rate? Current interest rate. Mortgage. So guys, I don't even know what the current interest rate, but I think it's like 6.5. And I don't know if Kim's watching, but Kim, what is the current interest rate right now? Um, let's see what the interest rate here says. Okay, so guys, for a 30-year mortgage right now, the interest rate is at 6.51%. You know, so guys, and the interest rate's probably gonna, it's probably gonna go a little bit higher. Um, you know, my nose is all stuffy, but but um, but yeah, we got a good deal on our interest rate, and we would have waited. That was a big major decision in our lives, and my wife was like, well, uh, what if you lose your job, and what if this and that, and I just told my wife, like, we I just told my wife, you have to take, sometimes you have to take a small, like, sometimes you have to take a good risk like that, because I know there's people saying out there, oh, it's gonna cost, he suckered into, like, but guys, we got a pretty good interest rate, you know, and if we would have waited, the interest rates, maybe they might go down, or maybe they might not, they might go up, and how long are the kids gonna be kids? So the kids are happy. They have their own rooms. We have a guest room. We have a bar that we now have a bar that's actually a bar, which is the Fangs Bar. So a lot of good things happen. Now we have the Fangs Bar, and that's a page that I'm gonna be working on, and and of course cooking. We really couldn't have a good cooking show because we didn't have a decent kitchen to do it. So now we have a decent kitchen to do it. So I'm very happy for for the decision of buying the house, and yeah, we can always put a pool later. And most importantly, guys, the most important thing that happened this year, which took a while, was getting promoted at my work. And I wish I could tell you guys what I do for work, but I can't. Because there's haters out there that want to know where I work and but maybe in a couple of years down, I could tell you more about what I do. But I finally, it was. Oh, Kim Rain says, Frank, how long do bottles last? So, guys, as long as you don't open your liquor bottle, they last indefinitely. So, once you open the liquor bottle, you kind of have to drink it within 1 or 2 years. So, if you guys want to get me a liquor bottle to add to the Fangs Bar collection, let me know. I'll give you my address. But anyway, and if you guys are ever in Houston and want to stop by the Fangs Bar, you're more than welcome. I'll make you a drink. So, guys, moving forward, like I said, with all the online drama, I really have left that behind, and I know people want me to kind of stay with that online drama, but the online drama is not for me, guys. I already went through it for many, many years. So if anybody else wants to, be part of that, that's on them. Like, I don't have anything to do with it. But anyway, so what's the next goal, guys? The next goal is, and my wife's gonna hate me for this. The next goal is to get a sports car. So, guys, I already looked into it, and that means to get the sports car that I want, I'm going to have to work just a little bit harder. So, I got the promotion at work. It does, I'm going to get paid more. But for the sports car, it's still going to be a little bit before I get it. No, the only reason I say that because I could get it right now. I went to the dealer yesterday, and I drove it, and I liked it. But it's something that you have to plan careful. You have to plan carefully. So, and like Kim Raines, it could be a bad investment because cars don't really go up. Like, as soon as you drive off the lot, they go down in value. So even though as much as I want to get it, I got to take care of other things first. And I got to make a little bit more money. So I got to figure out a way to come up with the money so I could get it. That's really what I kind of been thinking of, like, how am I going to get this car without it affecting everything else? So those are the things that I have to think about. So guys, the only way that I could get this sports car, and I know it's gonna sound dumb, but the only way that I think I could get it is if you all subscribe to the No More Cheeseman page. So we need to get our support account back up, and then you guys can help me pay for the car. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, maybe a little bit, but anyway, but I just have to figure out other ways to come up with the money. So yes, my wife doesn't want me to get it, but I'm gonna get it, guys. I told myself, I know my wife's gonna hate me for this, but when I set my mind into something, I figure out a way to make things happen. So I made the house happen, and I made the job promotion happen. So what can I do now to get that car? And I need, and it's not like I really need the car, but I'm gonna figure out a way to make it happen without really affecting everything else that I have going on. So we'll figure out a way. But at least right now, guys, if you guys want to help me out with the car, y'all can become a supporter of the page. And if we have enough supporters, that might be able to pay the car. But don't worry, guys. I'll think of something to come up with the money. Anyway, but I'm really focusing all my time and talents into accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish. And if I'm, you know, feuding. Oh, Kim Rain says, Frank, invest in real estate. The thing is, Kim, that's actually what I'm looking into. We are going to be investing in real estate, and we are going to be getting with you. This is just extra. Like, the promotion that I got at work is going to help me invest money in real estate. So Kim, you're absolutely right about the real estate. I'm going to be doing that. The thing is, at the same time, I want this car also. So I need to figure out a way to not just, obviously the primary goal is to get some money in the investment, but also figure out a way to come up with money to get the car. So we're gonna make it happen. Manifestation is real, and I really am a firm believer. If you're able to manifest it, you can make it happen. So we're gonna make big things happen next year, guys. So Sunstorm says, Kim Rain says, Frank, I have one right now, 107,000. Kim, message me. Let's talk about it. And then if I buy it, I'll figure out a way to get that investment and get a car. But yeah, Kim, I would love to talk to you more about it. But guys, big things are gonna happen. I feel like I've accomplished a lot this year in 2022. And if you think about, guys, if you think about it, the things that I accomplished this year were only a fraction what I feel I could accomplish. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, like I was able to, get the house. I was able to, do a lot better at work. That I was able to get the job promotion. And that was only using like half of the time that I really could have. So I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, like I accomplished so much in 2022. If I put more time and effort in 2023, what more I can accomplish? So big things, we're gonna make things happen, guys. So I would like for you all to be a part of this journey, and my journey is one that I'm taking alone. Like I know people were accusing me of running some crypto scam or whatever, but the journey that I take, guys, is a journey that I'm taking on my own. All right. If there's anything that I accomplish that maybe motivates you to do something, like, because I'm going to do like 5K, I'm going to run into 5K or maybe do a marathon. If it's something that I can accomplish and it's something motivational and you guys like maybe see it through the page like, hey, Frank did it, maybe I can do it. So, that's really what I want to do. That's really what my mind is set to is to not just think about the things, but make those things happen. Because I feel if I can make it happen, you guys can also make it happen as well. But you have to put your mind into something. If I am able to, walk at 5K, you guys can walk at 5K. So anything can happen, guys. Dial Again 3 says, Frank, I'll become a supporter if I get a chance to ride the sports car. You got it. Become a supporter, and next year when I get the sports car, guys, I'm gonna get the sports car. I'm telling you all right now. When I told y'all in the beginning of this year, I'm gonna make it happen for 2023. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen, guys, but we're gonna figure out a way. If we don't figure out a way, we'll make a way. All right. So with that being said, guys, let me tell you something really quick. Follow the Thanks Bar page. Follow the Cooking with the Mars page. And also, most importantly, like and follow the No More Cheeseman page on Instagram, on YouTube, and the Facebook. So we're gonna accomplish big things, guys. Like I said, the only way that I feel I can accomplish those things was leaving the drama behind, you know, and moving forward, like 2023, we're gonna be like I've already started on this path, so I want to continue on this path, and it's not gonna be perfect, and I want to let everybody know, like that's watching, all the haters that are out there, the path that I take is not perfect, it's not like a straight line, it's gonna go up and down, but if you kind of look, if you zoom out, it is gonna be, from the bottom up. There's got to be a couple of slips here and there. Nobody's perfect, and I always said it. You know, there's gonna be times that I might slip, guys, and you know, but I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna keep climbing, and we're gonna get to the top of the mountain. But we can't, guys. What was that meme, that guy from the valley? Some kid from football. He's like, you can't appreciate the greatness. How does it, guys? There's this guy that came out on the news, and he went viral. Says you cannot appreciate the greatness. Trying to find guys, which one is it? I want to see if I can find that video. I want to share. I want to share with you if you haven't seen it. What you can appreciate. Damn it! I'm trying to find the. It's from the valley. Guys, what? How should I look that meme up? Oh wait. You can't appreciate the success if you haven't gone through the failure. Ah. There we go. I'm trying to find the video of that kid. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was it. So you can't appreciate the success if you haven't gone through the failure. That was good, huh? Anyway, so guys, moving forward, like I said, we're just we've taken a step in a different direction, and it may not be everybody's cup of tea, and we're probably not gonna get 100 viewers, or I'm probably not gonna get all the different super stickers, whatever, but I never had to rely on that, guys. I've always, I'm pretty good where I'm at right now, and okay. So Abel says he wants to buy a truck. What truck? Oh, Abel, did you finally finish that truck of yours? Anyway, but guys, let me let you go. Oh, by the way, guys, I got this new iPhone 14 Pro. I still got my old phone. By the way, guys, this is my phone. Oh, by the way, guys, there's Molly right there. Look. So, guys, I carry Molly with me all the time. But this is my work phone. I never had a company phone before, but obviously because I got a different position at the company, that's more responsibility. They gave me an office phone, so I was pretty um so I'm pretty excited. Obviously I can't give you guys my number, but it's pretty cool. I don't have to pay for it. It's all paid for. Raquel says, Frank, if you lose followers, they were only here for the drama and they absolutely have nothing going for them in their life. Raquel says, Frank, I just switched to the iPhone 14 Plus and I absolutely love it. Guys, I'm always going to be an Android phone user. The only reason I have this phone because, the work gave it to me. But anyway. But other than that, se portan bien. And we'll talk to you guys. Oh, so guys, before I go, um, my wife asked me. So guys, my wife's in Matamoros right now with the kids. She'll be back on Thursday. So guys, my wife wants me to ask you all, and my wife doesn't really like asking these type of things. So guys, my wife is in Matamoros right now, and she asked me to ask you all that if any of you would like to cooperate with um, to be sponsors um, for kids that are in need in Matamoros. So and she says that by being a sponsor, she'll be able to get piñatas and candies for some kids in need. So I told my wife, well, there's $50 that you can use, and then, you know, so you guys don't have to post it right now. Like, you guys don't have to do anything right now. I'll make a post of it in the morning, and then my wife will collect some funds, and I'll go ahead and send it over to her, and then I guess she can use that. But Isabel Martinez says, Frank, content creators have the potential to make thousands of dollars. 10,000 subscribers, 5,000, 15,000 subscribers. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of potential to make a lot of money per month in content creation. And, at the end of the day, I guess everybody that has some sort of monetization on their page will like to make that amount of money. But it's a lot of work. It's not gonna happen overnight. So, um, hopefully I might get there. If I could get to that point one day in the future, I would love to. But just because you have subscribers, the subscribers don't make you the money. Excuse me. The subscribers is just something good to have. You know, like, but really, what makes you money is the viewership. So, um, so if you have people that watch you, then yeah, But just because you have 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, like, you don't. And I could be wrong, but anyway, we'll talk more about that another day. So guys, let me let you go. I'm feeling a little bit sick. I'm under the weather. I'm gonna drink some tea right now so I can feel better, and we'll talk to you guys later on. And by the way, guys, I should be able to make videos again on Facebook, and I'll be making mini videos on Facebook again as soon as of tomorrow. Actually, I think as of tonight, but it's already late, so I'm not gonna do anything. But tomorrow morning, we'll be back on Facebook as we used to, like back in the day. So, with that being said, guys, let me let you guys go, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Nos vemos. Se lavan. Anyway, I'm trying to find the song that I used to play. Where's the All right, guys. Ahora sí me voy. Guys, take care.